We're making hay. Oh man, Hank had a bit of a bug that he brought home. I thought I made it through it. I thought Nicole made it through it okay. After that helicopter stuff the other day, I had to go home, and out like for 40, not quite 24 hours, 36 hours or so, or not quite 48, 36 hours. I was hurting. So I'm back at it today. There's something I've been wanting to do for a while. We unload dry vans every now and then. We don't have a efficient way or effective way of doing it. We have a dolly or a pallet jack that we drive in and out, or we set it up in the trailer, and we have to wheel everything to the back. Then we use the forklift and we pull it out. It's just a huge pain and I hate it. Well, I've got this 48-foot flatbed that someone left here because it's a piece of garbage. It is old. It's heavy. I think it's actually under 48 foot. That's why they added this deck on the back. So it's not a very big trailer or a nice trailer. My idea, let's cut these back axles off. We can save them for something, I guess. No, they're square tubing. We just had those axles taken off another trailer because they're square. So that's another reason that this trailer is just worthless. So we'll pull these off, pull the axles off, and we'll make a ramp out of it to go into a trailer. Essentially a loading dock. So get rid of those, flop, that goes down. The reason I want to get rid of those and don't leave those, you can adjust your height according to the trailer. Now, most dry vans are within a few inches of each other. I don't know, I don't need those. I'll just let this go up and down. We might use some of the metal that's already currently here to kind of make a flat, because it'd be sloped and then it'd get flat. Use some of that metal there, maybe some of the metal on the deck. This would be a perfect project to use a bunch of my new Forney stuff on. I've got that plasma cutter I haven't used yet because I've been waiting for my new shop, which hopefully will be done soon. I say new shop, it's just like a new storage area in my shop. But anyway, so if you can see, there's a bunch of dirt piled up behind it. This dirt wasn't here a couple days ago. And now I'm feeling the crunch to get it moved, get this moved, because there might be a lot of dirt around it pretty soon. It's more like sand rather than dirt. And it's almost the busy season. And if we get busy, we won't get to this project. So I want to get this done. So I'm gonna get in the squeeze. So today we've got to haul hay to the feed store. And then I'm also, since I'll be in the squeeze, I might as well come over and I'll pick that thing up and set it out of the way and then push this stuff over. Come in with the squeeze, pick this up, and hopefully just set it down over there and use a truck and maybe drag it. Or I might just carry it all the way over there. I don't have another flatbed to set this on, so I don't know. Though I'm sure those brakes won't back off. The tires are, I don't know. We could back the brakes off. There is a possibility of backing the brakes off, and then it rolls over on its own. Man, the tread on those is still so good. They're junk. Just kidding. If you thought I was going to use them. This should make a good forklift unloading dock. Man, it's going to need a new, not to spend some money here. I could see a forklift tire just boom, right through there and not being very good. So yeah, look here. We use this for the front deck. Or that might be for the back. We're going to have a way of transitioning from ground to ramp. Anyways, that's all I tried to do today. Even if we don't get to cutting on it, at least I want to get it out and from this spot. So, welcome to Bales Hay Farm and Ranch. So there used to be a feedlot here. I got to watch out for this type of stuff that'll flatten the squeeze tires, but still good. That's probably good too. That lid's been off. I bet we could still use this diesel tank. I might put it in my pickup. Oh, here we go. Ron was wanting a new tank on his truck. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. I came with a big forklift, also known as a squeeze. I just told him the goal is to get to that trailer. So he's got to figure out a way to move this. I might have to get chains, but I hope I don't. Okay, pick it up. Is it gonna work? It's working. Yes. We'll just put it right there. How handy is a squeeze? I know you guys are jealous. Oh yeah, perfect. I like it. Then maybe just pick that up and we'll carry it over that stuff. So my only concern is there's a lot more weight where these axles are, but there's that spare tire rack underneath there. So I don't know. Man, that's soft. Ooh. Too heavy. Uh-oh. What's that? Tilt it back. See if you can just drag it backward a little bit. Yeah, now go back. That's all right. Hey. All right, so one squeeze isn't gonna work. Dang. Well, I know. Okay, we're gonna shove this stuff out of the way. Oh, that was pretty light. I expected that to be heavy. So we're gonna pick this end up and swing it out this way, and then we'll go from there. Either drag it with the truck or get 2 squeezes and tow it out. Or pick it up with 2 squeezes. This has got a brand new pump on it, so it's not the pump being weak. Yeah, so it's not going to follow like we wanted it to. Well, there it goes. Wow, it actually followed him really well.
It wouldn't even lift it off the ground, would it?
When he tilted back, barely. We tried to drag it, but it wouldn't. Old heavy axles, old heavy frame.
Oh, it's light duty for axles.
Oh. Well, never mind, Ron. Just...
I know.
Rains on my dreams, always. Lightweight, it's not that heavy. It says so right there, lightweight.
Well, I'm looking for the weight plate on this thing.
Okay, that plan didn't work. So I've got a dolly sitting over here for some drive ends I use. We're gonna go grab the dolly with the squeeze quickly, bring it over. So Ron, we're gonna hook the dolly up to Ron so he doesn't have to unhook his truck. We're gonna hook it to the pull trailer, and then he's just gonna pull it over there. So he's gonna come in with this dolly, and we'll hopefully just drag it with this in that truck. I hope. Perfect. Okay. Carry the dolly over there now. I know what you're thinking. Trevor, really? Yes, look, it takes 3 people usually to unload a stupid drive-in. 2 guys inside the drive-in with a pallet jack, and 1 guy outside of the forklift. You say, well, you don't need 2 guys inside the drive-in with a pallet jack. 1 guy can do it. Yeah, 1 guy can do it, but it sucks. I've done it myself, especially when we're using these tall wood shavings, pallets full of wood shavings. They're they go to the ceiling and they wobble, and they're just not very fun to move by yourself. So yeah, I'm gonna make a ramp for the stupid forklift.
Yeah, right here.
It'll work. Just trust me. I'm excited. This is what we're gonna use our new 40, the plasma cutter. We're gonna bust it out for this job. I hate when he does that. Gosh, those horns are loud. This is gonna be a challenge. We've got to get that pedal hitch to line up with that. We could have just used the squeeze. Why didn't we? Well. That's what Leonard was thinking. What if we just use the squeeze?
Stand right here on the trailer and tell me what to do, because I can't see that corner.
What if we just use the squeeze to push it in to under?
I'll use the truck.
Stand on here? Where?
Like right there, so I can see him in the mirror.
Okay.
Backing in on my blind side.
Okay. Teamwork. That's what makes the dream work. Oh my goodness. We gotta go up. What if this thing will... Oh, can you pick that up?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hold on. Okay. Go.
God. Strong. You guys see the muscles on that guy? Hey. Oh. We got her. Wow. That was amazing. Oh, look at the muscles on this guy. Leonard's got the trailer. Wow, look at that fancy phone holder. Wow. Can you imagine? We would, oh, well, we could haul more this way, but DOT wouldn't appreciate it. I just asked if I need to move my pickup. He says no. So that trailer is a 40 footer. It's not very big. That'd be a great way to haul some hay. 4 stacks on the front and 5 stacks on the back. Get 1 extra stack. Which isn't a whole lot, but hey, it's better than...
It still works.
9's better than 8, right? There he goes. Okay. Trailer is sitting in front of the shop. We've got air, we've got electricity right there. So we can get to work on this. What we're gonna do, we were thinking about leaving the part that goes up to the truck. So we leave the landing gear, right? Well, we're gonna have to cut a lot of metal out right here to make this sit on the ground. That already has a lot cut out. We're thinking it might be easier to pull the landing gear off there and move it back here so it can go up and down with the truck. And then we'll have to take a notch out of the frame, because this will need to get flat. We need to be flat at the point of going into the truck. So we're thinking just notching this and bringing that gear up here will be easier. I don't know what to do. By the time you guys see this, we'll have already done it. So if someone says, I know the easy way to do it, it'll be too late. Either way, we're gonna be using Forney. Which I have two sponsors right now. Fluidall, these tanks, this whole system, which it looks really dirty right now, and it is, but I love them for what we do and for how we do things, putting oil, hydraulic or motor oil in equipment. I'll never go back to the old way. My second one, which now, well, technically, that's the biggest sponsor. But the second sponsor is Forney. We are constantly welding and cutting on things. I have never had a plasma cutter. And so now I have one, which we will be using to cut this trailer up. But first, it's not set up. I gotta run and hook and grab some bagged feed. Ron's gonna set the plasma cutter up and kind of get this trailer set up so we can start cutting away on it. But as I was saying, Forney believes in me enough to sponsor me and send me some cool stuff, which, even though they're not sponsoring every farmer out there, that's their way to support agriculture and farmers. They want to support ranchers and farmers, not just one or the other. So thank you, Forney. I'm excited to use your stuff. We haven't used it yet. I haven't used it yet because my shop still isn't finished. I'm tired of sharing space with every other piece of equipment in here. So I'm gonna have my own space, and that's where we're gonna put the fancy Forney stuff so it doesn't get used and abused. The plate up there says this is a 1972. This will come off. The hope is after I pull the axles off, the squeeze will be able to pick it up and move it wherever we need it as well. So that is nice about having these heavy axles off. We can move it around, but once it's finished and set into place, I don't think we'll be able to move it too much. Guess who's gonna get a quick tutorial on a plasma cutter? Chava's used one before. I've never used one. I'm not gonna paint the picture like I know everything I'm doing, because I don't. I've never used a plasma cutter. I've used a torch. I've welded with stick and wire feed, but I've never used a plasma cutter. So here we go with this Forney 40P. I'm not gonna lie, it won't cut through the thick stuff, but this trailer has plenty of thin stuff we get to cut through. I gotta take this back deck off. This is only a 40-foot trailer, so they added extra 3 foot or 2 foot to make it a 42-footer. Or whatever that is. It looks about like 2 foot. So I gotta take this deck off, start with this. Gotta start somewhere, right? So here's where we're gonna, I gotta pull up all this wood decking. Dang it. I'm kind of thinking cutting this metal off so then all this comes out a lot easier, but it might just all pop off anyways. Whatever. There we go. Not staying lit, which I'm gonna admit, we didn't read the instructions. We just, oh, there it goes. We just turned it on and went with it. So I should probably read the instructions to match my truck, right? I'm gonna trap myself. Chava he's gonna be right back. You really need gloves on. That heat comes back. Yeah, that's a little hot. That's a little hot on my hand. Good thing Forney gave me some gloves. Hold on a second, Forney gloves. I'm gonna go get you. The bottom, maybe the top too. So what we're doing right now, just the stuff we're cutting off here, the plasma cutter is not super important. One, it does save money not going through oxygen and settling. So we're saving money. But where it's really gonna help is when we're doing precision cutting on things that then require a lot of grinding on afterwards. So it's safer, you're not grinding on stuff, and two, you're saving money and time. So even though like we're using it right now, it's not necessary and it's not as important. When we start cutting holes in the side of the trailers for lights and other fabricating where we need sharp, clean cuts, that's where important. Right now, we've just got a new toy that we're playing with. I told him I want to save this. This is going to be, when the truck backs up, this is going to go on a hinge, and we'll cut probably this off. So this will flop down inside the dry van so the forklift can go back and forth. Oh, we got a lot of work to do here. Probably the only bad thing, you've got to have electricity. This trailer is kind of, well, it's just in a corner of the shop. I don't have power to, so I'm gonna let him keep cutting on that side. I'm gonna roll my torch over, which Forney makes torch tips. I'm gonna roll the torch over and start cutting at the other end, because with one guy going, it's gonna take too long. We're gonna have two pieces of equipment going at the same time. Also working on this, if you notice, that looks new. I think he's already worked on this. I'm not sure why, but that tire is obviously on the outer edge, but hopefully not for long.
Hey, Bales, hey, Farm Ranch. I've been wondering how to call you. I finally looked it up on the internet that you made a short about your old truck and then your new truck.
So it's kind of the cutest thing. This kid has been calling the office. Was he calling on a Sunday?
Sunday.
He's calling on a Sunday. No one was here.
And then Monday night.
And then Monday night, Lisa answered the phone too late. So he doesn't even say his name. If there's a parent out there and that sounds like your kid, just call the office and leave a number. Oh, we can't understand his number. 623-386-2988. Oh, love to call your son. Sorry, my cell phone is not out there for the world to see. Or you can email us. Email me at trevor@baleshay.com. Like, I don't mind that, my email being out there, because my phone number is not connected. So if that's your kid, I would love to talk to a kid. I love doing stuff like that. They stop by every now and then. Lisa gets to meet them all. Right, Lisa? Don't turn around.
Shut up.
No one can ever see your face. She's, what is that? Charlie's Angels, but it's the opposite. You can never see Lisa's face. You only hear her voice. Or you're like the neighbor from Wilson. You know where you at the with the fence? Here, now turn around. There we go. Just kidding. You guys can see Lisa. She's been on here before. I just like to mess with her. All right, there's some gentlemen from Michigan out here that want to chat. So we're going to go talk about ice and snow, apparently. Ooh, cold. Okay, well, anyone recognize that cute little boy? Let me know.